Hi guys, nice to
Hi
meet
there.
you.
Nice to
Nice
meet
to
you
Our
meet
too.
you.
Tim, you got the world's best problem. You get to work out gaining weight as Santa, something we all have wanted to hear someone say, eat what you want. You're not big enough. Like talk about that. We get to vicariously live through you because I know those are words you have never heard.
It not only that, but we've joked about it. Even there's scenes you didn't get to see where he can't, like the elves see me losing weight, and they all are. I think we got some of them in there where they're all crying because I've got ripped abs and you can see my biceps. And it's if you turn the world upside down, where oh God, look at you, you're all athletic, you're built. Oh, you've lost so much weight. I know. I'm gonna gain the weight back, and
I'll eat more.
I'll eat more. It's fun playing that where you get to illuminate each side of a situation, and in effect having a sense of humor about it saves both.
Absolutely. Elizabeth, you're the one is kind of pointing out like guys, this is great, but it's not as great as we think it is living in the North Pole and just being in this bubble. She's curious about the world outside. Talk about what that's like cuz everybody around you is positivity on 1000.
Yeah, so and I like talking about this because I feel like it's definitely important to the story and a big part of who Sandra is. She grew up in the North Pole, she's comfortable there, she has friends, even if they're not human. That's a little sneak peek. Um but she wants to stay there. She's grown up there, she's used to there. She does get curious about the world, but Cal, her brother, is way more curious than she is. He wants to go to the post office, he wants to meet a crossing guard, all this stuff. That was a very funny scene that he shot with me. But she's very comfortable with where she is, and she doesn't really want to go to the real world. And you do find that when we do scenes there, she doesn't fit in. She prefers to be where she's most comfortable, which is at home at the North Pole. And we have a scene that's very emotional that as Sandra, I'm talking to my dad Santa, and I'm telling him I don't want to leave. I want to stay here. I want to, I'm comfortable here. I don't fit in the real world. And after a while, he kind of reassures her, and he says, it's okay to be scared, because I feel that Sandra is a character that has a very tough shell. She doesn't let people see how she's feeling. She doesn't really show a lot of weakness until he kind of, or Santa says, like it's okay, you're like, it's fine. I'm scared too. Like, and she, after hearing that Santa is scared about this too, she's like, oh, okay, and she kind of lets loose a little bit. But that's a big part of her character, where she doesn't really show a lot until she sees that, like, it's okay.
Absolutely. Talk about how this movie is also talking about having faith in things again, Tim, because I feel like, we're living in interesting times. And this is saying, take a leap of faith, take a leap of goodness in spite of what you see.
Wow, a good point. It's that when we first developed this, I said, and this is just because I background, my family's churchgoers. It just was part of our life. It's not. We don't sing trumpets, if you will, about it. And I told these guys, when we do this, we do. It is that we're not making this up. It's called Christ Mass, which is it's a birth of Christ. I don't want to sing about it. I don't want to ignore it either, and it's a good thing. This is about a spirit of giving. And I said, it's not about, aliens or vampires or something like this, where you want to make the story magical. And it's not about magic. It was about a very simple situation way back when, with a guy named St. Nicholas, who, out of the goodness of his heart, gave people stuff that they didn't have before. And it was about giving. And there's a wonderful scene in this where it's just simply that word. It's don't forget, Scott Calvin, that this is about the giving. It's not all about getting. Getting is the other side of it, but without the giver, you got no getter. And this is a wonderful story where it's simple. Breathe in a little bit of this gratefulness and humility. And I love that these writers absorbed that. And we were able to play that underneath the family drama, underneath this magic of Christmas, and underneath this wonderfully brilliant set design and set deck and everything else that these wonderful people put together in a very short amount of time. we didn't have the luxury, but you wouldn't notice it. It's just so beautiful. And I said, we wanted to put heart in it. And I said, in this time, I didn't want it. It's not, I'm trying to say it's not current. We have current issues, but it's a little bit of a broader scale. This has been going on a long time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much and happy holidays, guys.
Happy
Thank you.
holidays
You
to
as
you.
well.